Mark Bradley, and this is Transnations Esports expedition race today. Here with me in commentary is Matthew Collier. Good evening, Matthew.
Yeah, hello everybody watching the stream.
So, I'll just get you to spectate, mate, so we can get this show on the road. But for anyone who doesn't know, we actually have a week off this week of racing. So I thought, in my wisdom, it would be a great idea to start and just to give the channel something to do, 100% race, and we let everyone vote on the track, and the track is Spa or Belgium. So your thoughts on this track, Matthew?
It's a very historic track. Not particularly quick around it. I find going up El Rouge and Radion quite challenging. It's quite a long track as well. So first sector quite straightforward, and then middle sector towards the end where all the technical corners are. Yeah, but it's definitely a track that a lot of people like.
So we've got 20 people on the grid. Now, just to give you a quick rundown of what's going to happen, it's a full qualifying session, so we've got all three sessions, and then 100% race. All the other rules are as per normal. Strict corner cutting, safety car will be, I'm assuming safety cars are going to come out, depending on what happens later on. But so talking to a few, and I'm sure you've been talking to Joe, what's the rough sort of strategy around here, you think, there, Matt?
I think it's mediums. I'm not entirely sure. I reckon it would be mediums to softs. I don't know how long the softs would last for though. I haven't done many 100% races. I think the last one I did was China, so it's probably not going to be a two-stop.
Yeah, I was actually just going to say that. We've got a few guys here. I know Harry in the Ferrari's never done a 100% race, so mentally, compared to what we do for our regionals and our Nations League racing, how much will this play on their heads, knowing that they've got 44 laps in front of them around Spa? Do you reckon it's going to be a big head play for them, Matty?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot different, especially they're going to have to look after their tyres more. They're going to have to think about what tyres they want to use for each qualifying session. They're going to think more about their setup, fuel. Yeah, it's definitely a lot more to think about doing a full qualifying and a 100% race.
So I'll just give you a quick rundown of who we've got. We've got Mackenzie Stewart in a McLaren. Got Jordan Dittmer in his Racing Point. You got Michael Poland in his Toro Rosso. Got Josh Banks in a Renault, going back to seasons 2. You got Mano 17, I don't actually know his proper name, in a Toro Rosso. You got Albert in a Red Bull. You got Gunner, which we as a closed group know as TP. I don't know if that is his real name, in a Haas. And he actually wants to get into the F1 category, so this will be a good showing if he can keep up with the guys like Mackenzie, Bailey, Seb, Josh, those sorts of guys. And then you got Darramel in the other Haas. I believe he's an F2 driver. And then you got Matty Smith in the Williams. He's F3. I think he might even be challenging for the championship at the moment. And then you got Bailey Ford to round out the top 10. I'll throw it to you, Matty, for the rest of the 10 if you wish.
Yeah, we've got Addy in the Mercedes, who drives in F1 consistently a lot, always scoring good points. We've got Joe, who's just moved to no assists, so he's currently in F2, so we'll be looking to try and get into a good rhythm doing no assists, which is quite recent. And we've got Coleman in the Williams. He's been in the Alfa Romeo for F3. He's always been fighting Melvin for the win, so interesting to see how he does. Then we got Matthew in the Alfa Romeo. I believe he's in F2, and I think he got P5 in Germany in his last race, so he's in the Alfa Romeo. We've got King Doyle, who's in F1, who's moving in the Ferrari in the Racing Point. And then we've got Harry in the Ferrari. He's also moved to F2 as he's getting held up a bit by Polish Sniper, which is not ideal. Sorry, and then don't know who is the other Alfa Romeo.
Crushing his F5 down with me, about mid-pack. So this would be a good showing from him to see what he can do.
He's just started his lap. Brett's in the Ferrari.
Oh, Matt's already out, sorry. Matt's out at No Name. Coming down the hill.
Oh,
that's
yeah, you're right.
That's unfortunate. So that's going to be a long stint for him to be sitting on the sidelines.
Who's Monster Blue?
He's also F5 with us down at the final tier. He's only recently joined the league. I think he's only been here for 3, maybe 4 races. But so that's the field, guys. That's what we're looking at. We've got a big spread of everybody around everywhere. All assists are enabled, so if you do use them, there's Mike's out as well. That's it. That's coming up the mountain. That's Arouge. I forgot the name of it then. So, geez, parked right in the middle of the track.
Oh dear.
So we're starting to get lap times in now. Coloman's just gone provisional pole with a 44.2. Then you got Harry with a 44.6, Albert with a 44.6, Addy with a 44.8, Gunner with a 44.9, but he's on medium tyres.
Yeah, Brett's
and Gunner's actually getting held up by Harry, I do believe. I think they're both on an in-lap anyway, so it won't matter. You got Brett in P7 with a 45.5, Matthew Elliott with a 45.8, the other Haas with a 46.1, Jordan's holding his own with a 47.8, Macca just goes pole with a 44.1, and then you got Ken Doyle at the rear of the timing sheets with a 55 flat. Now he'll be looking on to better that. He's the only car on the hard compound tyre though, so...
Sector 3, it's riding ball with King. See where that is. Seems alright.
Once the blue goes pole with a 44.1 provisionally. Josh Banks with a 43.7, the first car in the 43s. So now I know a lot of the quicker guys were hoping, as Ken does a 46 flat, so that's a lot better from Ken. We're hoping to get into Q2 pretty easily, not burn up so many sets of these soft compound tyres, and then put mediums on for the strategy for the race. But as we all know, qualifying can throw anything up here. Everyone allowing their assists. It could be a good showing today. Could see a bit of a change up. Like Bailey's only P7 with a 44.7. I think that's going to be safe out of Q1. but it's already used his medium compound tyre, so he could have put himself out of a strategy there. Any surprises to you, Matthew, at the moment, with 9 minutes left to go in this session?
I'm surprised Coleman's P4. That's quite a decent lap, 1:44.237. You've got all the regulars, Mackenzie, Josh Banks at the top. I reckon Bailey's done a decent lap to be fair on a set of medium tyres, but I'm sure he'll be able to go faster. Still waiting for TF1 to do a lap. Joe and MANO17.
Menno.
Yeah, interesting how they do.
So who's gonna join Matty and Mike out of this session, do you think? Looking at these times,
Interesting what laps Joe can do.
I'm just currently riding with Joe, just coming into he's just finished sector 2, and apparently it is a glitch where everyone goes purple in sector 2, so I won't worry about that fact that he's gone purple
yeah,
there.
Joe going purple.
So he's coming up to the bus stop chicane, which once upon a time used to go the other way, funnily enough. Used to be reversed around. 45.5. Would he be happy with that?
Yeah. I think he would, considering that he's still getting used to assists, so that's a good luck from Joe.
Oh, Brett's retired. Is that is a crash? Josh has crashed too.
Josh is... Oh no, we're missing out. What's going on? Where is that?
Josh is going to be absolute kicking himself. We'll jump on board Seb. Josh has lost it through here somewhere.
It's I was riding aboard Coleman. It's a corner just after the gravel on the left. And
Brett
barrier.
lost it through here where the tyres stick out.
Yeah, where the tyres stick out is where I've lost it.
That's and Seb's still invalidating, so he's he's only got a set of 51 at this stage, and he'll be safe to not get in. He'll be safe to get out of Q1. So with those two big names out, I'll just get them into the party actually and see if we can have a word with them just quickly. Yeah, that's the big one. With how much longer to go now? It's about 5 minutes, I think. Six and a half. So I've just got Brett and Josh, sent them an invite just to get their views on how the track's going and what's actually happening. Whether or not either of them come into the com box is another story. But Gunner goes pole now with a 43.6. So that would have even beaten... Yeah, that would have even beaten Josh's time with a 43.7. So you'd have to say he's safely into Q2 now.
Coleman's just improved by 200ths of a second, so should jump up to P2 if he can keep it all clean.
He's using a second set of soft compound tyres though. Is this going to hurt him later on in qualifying?
Where's this going to put him? P2.
P2 with a 43.9. So he's only 3/10 off provisional pole. And this is another thing, guys. Because we only do 18-minute qualifying sessions, you can burn all your tyres But today we've got 3 sessions, so you've really got to be saving. So guys like Bailey, who's in P7 on a medium, still got, what, 3 sets of softs, and you get a free set if you get into Q3. So he could be looking good for the rest of qualifying. Whereas some of these guys are using a second set of softs already. And as we've seen, we've got a few top guys, top contenders out of Q1. We could have a few top contenders out in Q2 as well. And if you don't leave yourself any tyres, could really hurt your Q3 time. But as the Haas comes around the bus stop, what's he going to do? He's just run out of DRS on the line with a 45.1.
Sebastian's under a lot of pressure. Still yet to set a lap with 4 minutes remaining. And
Yeah,
with
so
Belgium being one of the longer tracks, there's very little room for validation.
Menno's just about to come across the line to start one, coming into the bus stop. I didn't actually think Belgium was a track overly worried about track limits per se, but up a Rouge and Radiant, I guess you could be given a track limit or an invalidation if you take too much curve, I guess. But
Yeah.
most of the lap, you're not running. Oh, and No Name is a particular corner that catches myself out. I don't know about how you go, but
Yeah, you get quite close to the barriers, the tyre barriers, and that's kick as retired.
Ken's retired. That's in the pit lane, so that's, he's thinking he's safe with a 45.3. Now I'm interested to see that Josh and Brett haven't been dropped yet either, so I wonder if they'll get into Q2, if Josh will get into Q2, if...
Affect Sebastian. It's all okay at the moment.
Seb's coming into the final couple of turns now. Around the bus stop, what can he do in the Renault? Comes across the line, set himself a P9. So that puts him comfortably. So Jordan now on the bubble.
There's Rosso is P9.
So Matthew Elliott, Jordan and Crushy. So Matt and Jordan won't get another lap. Jordan's just coming out of pits now a little bit too late with a minute 30 to go.
Yeah.
Unless if he can do an absolute flyer out lap. Can Crushy do anything? No, he's coming into pits, so that puts him down to P18, I'm assuming, as Mackenzie retires from session.
Yeah, soft to mediums, the ideal strategy for 100% race.
Ooh, there's a bit of rain actually coming on the screen.
Yeah. That's interesting.
So that's going to throw a big spanner in the works.
Is that why people are pushing so much on their softs? Because they're having to go to inters? You know?
Maybe, yeah. Jordan's still out there on dries.
Depends how heavy the rain's going to get as well. During the
Well, are we going to see a wet part 2 and part 3 of qualifying? Throw everyone's strategies out the door. which is why maybe we're seeing guys like Bailey and Sebastian on the mediums this early in qualifying. So with Q1 finished, Jordan doesn't get to start a fly. He just missed out, funnily enough. So that's...
Poor Joe just in the race.
So, who have we got? Josh Banks down in P14. He... skin of his teeth. So we've actually lost 6 people out of that. So Josh Banks, Brett Keenan, Matthew Elliott, Jordan Dittmer, Crushy, Michael Poland, who didn't set a time, or Matty Smith, who didn't set a time either. So we wait and go to session 2. So how was that first session for you there, Matty?
Yeah, it was quite interesting. I was quite surprised by some of the drivers. Some of them are new. For example, Manor, I haven't seen him in many league races, or Monster Blue. But Coleman's done quite well so far, so it'll be interesting to see how he does in this second qualifying session. Of course, Josh Banks being eliminated will be definitely up there for top 3 for sure.
And that's going to put a lot of work for him too in this 44 lap race, guys. I can't get that across enough. We know what turn 1's normally like around here. You push that by
straight out on the inters as well.
Yeah, so I've had no comments on YouTube whether or not it's dry or wet for the race, but at the moment, a wet qualifying.
I could put a message in there and see if anyone replies.
If you want, put one on Discord or something, Brett or Josh might see it. But everyone's now coming out of pit lane. It's a flurry of cars. There's one Renault that's not. Who's that? Joe. Typical Joe, always spoiling the party for everyone. So, talk us through what's going through the drivers' heads now on session 2 on an inter-tyre lap. There, Matty. Good morning, Mike. Or good
they're probably just getting used to intermediate conditions now after having to push so hard on a set of softs and mediums. So they're probably going to take a while to get used to the track, get in their rhythm again. Obviously, we have no idea what it's going to be like for Q3 or the race, or what setups they've gone for. So yeah, it should be quite interesting.
So who's going to be first to come across the line? Gunner will be to set a time.
Joe's just sitting in the pit lane. I think it's the Haas.
Yeah.
Gunner,
yep. So he's just coming out of bus stop now. Dutchy McDutch face. For a second I thought we were racing tonight, thank God. No, this is an expedition race. Because there is no racing, as Joe's actually come out of pit lane as everyone's about to start a fly. So that's a little bit awkward there from Joe. But we'd expect no different. So he's found himself a bit of clear track now. Gunner does a 31.67 for sector 1, so we'll see now. There is
down to medium DRS. What's it? Concentration DRS. Who else is? Oh, we've got a Williams on the other Haas. Who's that? It's quite a train here.
Yeah, I know. Everyone's pretty bunched up for a qualifying session. Yeah.
Oh, Cobble got very close to that barrier, no name's corner, because we've got yellows on the main straight. Is that Joe or Yeah, Joe's just getting out of the way of people. Not going to be good for his tyres.
No. But you'd expect them now on the inters to be doing a couple of laps.
Yeah.
At least.
Joe doesn't like the wet conditions, so he'll be trying to just get into a rhythm. It's a lot harder doing no assists.
Yes.
I've experienced it.
Yeah, well, I've recently turned off all mine as well, so...
Kings, I think there's been a huge crash. Yeah,
Gunners...
King just crashed into each other. Through the last corner where Brett went off, there's been a huge crash, so we've lost King. Somehow Albert survived. And a huge crash.
Oh, that is rather
Albert,
big.
Oh my word. Albert nearly just completely collected someone. This is going to muck up a lot of people's laps.
So, well, wet weather. Mike is put on, we need to do more of this. Yes, I believe we do as well, but 100%, it's going to be a good 2 and a bit hour session. So not a lot of people keen for it. As much as I had a lot of people messaging me keen to race. Aren't we missing cars too? Yeah, technically yes, but because Josh and Brett crashed out, they can't actually get their car repaired and back into session 2, so I'm assuming that's why we lost 6 cars in the first knockout phase, and I don't actually know how it would work, Matthew. Are we only going to lose 3 in this knockout phase and have the top 10 for session 3 still, or do we still lose 5?
It's normally just the top 10 that go into Q1, so I presume that's going to be the case.
Is that Joe still getting out of people's way? Yeah, Joe's still dawdling around the track, getting out of people's way. He's invalidated his first hot lap. Yeah, there's a big train from Harry, and then you got Macca. Is that Addy's? You got Addy all in the same sector of the track, pretty much. So
oh, Coleman's just lost it, going up El Rouge. Very lucky to not crash there. I think he's lost his front.
Yeah, he has lost his front wing. We got it here on stream. It looks a bit like an Indy car at the moment. And 7 minutes to go. He'll be pushing to get back around, get it fixed and get back out. Then put on another set of inters and go again. So, but Joe's having a big moment up at Rouge as well. He's just kept it out of the fence. Very lucky there for Joe. Hasn't invalidated, so Seb's coming across the line now to set a lap. I'm assuming this is to set a lap. Got a bit of a visual glitch here. He's not using any ERS, but oh no, there it goes. Did he set a lap? No, this must be his fly lap. So Monster Blue's out there as well.
Starting his lap. Albert's just about to start his lap. Joe's still on a lap. Monster Blue, I think's on a flying lap. Sebastian's set 2 on a lap.
We got a...
Oh, it's Joe! Joe's out! No, Joe!
No! Oh, that's at Puan too. We had Coleman go at the quick right left as well, where Josh spun it. I thought Joe must have hit him there, but no, Joe's just gone extra deep. I do just want to quickly say, Gunner with a 54.9, and then you got Bailey Ford and provisional P2 with a 55.8. So there's 9/10 of a second between the top two. I'm just wondering if that's Bailey pushing, or if that's just showing us how quick Gunner is in these conditions. Mike said, I lost it at a Rouge, El Rouge, so but Harry's doing well, up in P4, he'll be happy with that.
Also running no assists.
Mackenzie's still yet to set a time. What's Seb coming around? Very gingerly out of the bus stop.
Yeah,
comes across the line, take P3. So Mackenzie's coming across the line now. He gets P3 off him. Now what's Albert going to do? He's coming up to the bus stop. So this is what we normally see. Albert comes across the line. Must have been validated somewhere. Who's that coming out of pits? It's Coleman. So once the Blues coming into pits, he's doing well up in P9 at the moment, on the cusp of being knocked out. So Sector 1, that's is that a Toro Rosso?
Oh, Al's just lost it. He's just avoided the wall. Just at the end of the huge straight. S section.
At the Camel Straight there. Coming down the hill.
Falls and all that.
So any big surprises for you at this stage, Matty?
I've been impressed with Harry. See how he's done in P6. Solid lap there from Harry. Albert, I think, was looking to improve on his lap, so interested to see how he does with about 3 minutes left in the session.
Yeah, he won't be able to come into pits and swap tyre. I mean, they've only done one lap anyway, so...
Yeah, he's probably charging up the DRS.
He's probably got 2 more... They'll have to go back-to-back hot laps, but he's got time for 2 at least. And then you got your 2 fellow Brits who didn't get to set the time. In Ken Doyle and Joe, obviously. I think Ken's a Brit, isn't he?
Yes, he's British, yeah.
So...
I still think Joe will be happy to get into Q2, considering there was quite a lot of luck involved with a lot of DNS.
So Albert's on a push lap. Coleman's on a push lap as well. Ken, no, I'm not a Brit. Oh, sorry, Ken, for disowning you like that. And good evening to you, good sir.
Is he Irish?
I don't actually know. Are you Irish at all, Ken? Irish, there we go.
Yeah, sorry. I knew it was British or Irish.
So,
Just 2 guesses.
Oh, Coleman's invalidated at Pouron. So that's one corner to actually look out for. As Gunner's retired in the pit lane.
Yeah, in the pit.
Safe to say that I don't think his lap will get beaten.
Albert's improving, but it doesn't look like it's enough. About half a second up.
That'll put him to a 59 flat. Oh, a bit twitchy coming up the hill. We'll see what he can do here. He's still got time for one more lap if he wishes to do so. It'll have to be another push lap straight away, but...
Yeah.
Sebastian's back out there, surprisingly. Is he? Or is he still just doing a bit of practice in the wet? Albert only improves by 4/10 to a 59.1, so he's still going on another lap.
Lost it.
As,
Lost it.
oh, again Upper Rouge. That's going to catch a lot of people out today's. Oh, there's
the Red Bull with
Albert has done the exact same. That's put Albert out of Q2. So that's unfortunate. The Haas driver now is safe into Q3 as well, because Coleman's actually crashed his car, so he's going to be like Brett and Josh and not actually get to keep going into the top 10. So yeah, we're only going to have 9 drivers in the top 10 shootout effectively. As we're just waiting for Sebastian now to come across the line. So is it going to be more rain for Q3, you think, Matt?
Yeah, I assume so. It might even be wet conditions or wet tyres, depending on how quickly the rain comes. Be interested to see what happens.
Still nothing on YouTube for a race report.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Discord of anything. Top 9 shootout from Mike. So there we have it. Albert P11. Optimal place if it's going to be a dry race.
Yeah.
Ooh, on a normal qualifying weekend anyway. Can pick your strategy. But everyone's now got that.
Australians 1, 2, 3 and 4.
1, 2, 4, mate. Mac is a Kiwi.
Oh, it's Kiwi.
Don't put him as Australian. Jesus Christ, that's like calling Kenneth British. So here we go for the final session. Last part of the race is supposed to be rain. So, so we are seeing rain at the end of the race there, Matty. I've just been told.
I think it's full wet.
It is. Everyone is on full wet conditions, full wet tyres. So this is where it comes down to. Actually, Coleman got to keep his car. How did that work?
Yeah, I guess whatever happens, top 10, still got to do their laps.
So we have got a top 10 shootout.
So once again, they all come out
at the same time. Addy's just coming out now. I think Addy will be... No, Coleman will be the last one out in the Williams. So who's at the front of the tail this time? Bailey Ford will be at the front of at the head of the train. Just look at that spray that Gunner's got to contest with, being right up the back there of Bailey.
Same with Harry.
As you got a... Who's that slowing down on the Camel Straight? Haas. So Haas are doing well to get both cars into the top 10.
Yeah, we got 2 Hasses, 2 Mercedes, single McLaren. Yeah, so it's just 2 Hasses and 2 Mercedes team.
Single Ferrari, single Williams.
Single
who's still not out yet. So I wonder if Coleman's going to do a Joe strategy here. Try and board everyone's hot laps. So, did you want to ride on board with Bailey there, Matthew, and I'll get you to do us a hot lap commentary?
Yep, sure. So just approaching the final corner, whacks it up into hot lap and max fuel mode, keeps it nice and tidy. Approaching turn 1, it's important not to get too wide, you want to get a nice good exit. Up Radion and El Rouge to keep it nice and tidy. Puts the power down. Up one of the trickiest corners on F1, if I'd say so myself. Very hard to get right every lap. A bit twitchy there, but he's managed to keep it going. There would be DRS in dry conditions, but if it's full wet conditions, you've just got to keep accelerating down to this little technical few corners. It's quite easy to get too much curb. Just kept it nice and tidy. Gets a little bit of curb there on the grass. Approaching this little mini hairpin. Thought not to get too wide, otherwise it completely compromises your next exit into no name corner. Very easy to hit the wall there on the right hand side. And approaching Pouon. If you get too much curb on the left, you can, the car can auto spin, so it's important to just not get too as he just manages to correct it. He's still continuing his lap, to be fair, through the next few couple of corners. Very tricky conditions in full wets, and then this gravel track can also throw your car off if you're not too careful, and this barrier always catches people out, so it sticks out on the left hand side. Now for the last few corners, you can take a corner that he's approaching flat out, see if he does it, slightly ease off on the throttle, and then down to the bus stop chicane. Last few corners, keeps it nice and tidy, and that's a lap around Belgium. Let's see what lap he does. The
158.7. So I'll just ask you, Mike Poland has put in here on the YouTube chat, so who have you got for pole? So I'll go to you first and then I'll give you my thoughts. Matty, who have you got on pole at the moment?
I've been impressed by the gunner. He showed quite a lot of pace. Between Bailey and the gun, I'm going to go for the gunner person. I think he's done very well so far. So that's what I'm going for.
Well, yeah. Just over 6 minutes to go. Coleman's in the pits on inters at the moment. But I would have to go... I don't know what Gunner's pace is going to be like in this full wet. He's back in the pit lane, so obviously had something happen to him on that hot lap. But Seb has found himself always thereabout. So I'm going to go a dark horse and go Seb. Just in these conditions, might be able to do something that we're not familiar with seeing, and he does have a lot of pace. So, but yeah, Gunner and Coleman now are on inters. So I wonder if it's just that changeover phase now. That we No, Coleman's... Oh yeah, Coleman's still on inters. But they're not coming out. I thought they would have been out. Wanting to do a couple of laps, get a bit of heat into those tyres, get a feel of the track. If it is still too wet, be able to come back in, select the wets. There's no one else who's gone for inters at the moment. So, Macca into...
Sorry, Coleman's on out a set of inters.
Yep, so this will be a telling sign for everybody else.
People getting out of each other's way.
There is a drawing line, as you'd expect, but still looks very wet. Oh, he's a bit twitchy. Bailey's now on the inters, so I think it is inter time, but Gunner's just gone to full wet, so...
That's my hope to be.
Mac is on... No, Mac... Oh, they're swapping and changing. It must be thereabouts. There is a McLaren coming out. That must be Bailey. He's the only one here. Seb's gone to inters. Mac is on inters. So if this is a strategy... You'd have to say Gunner. He showed pace last session on the inters. Everyone's now selecting to inters.
Yeah, all for intermediate tyres.
Harry's still out there on full wet, so he's going to get caught out here.
Gunner's on the set of full wets. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. In the Torosso on the set of full wets.
He is too, and he's only just come out as well, so... Maybe not doing their homework as well as they would have thought. And Monster Blue as well in the Red Bull has come out with full wets.
You might as well ride on board Coleman as he starts his lap on a set of intermediate conditions.
Yep.
See how he does.
So coming down into the hairpin at turn 1. It's a bit of a weird corner. It is off camber a little bit as Addy's just coming out of pit lane. Hopefully he sees him. Yep, he does. Coming down to the most famous section of corners here, Arouge, Radiant, whichever one you want to call it. It is two different corner names. But, and then up Camel Straight, as Maddie said earlier, would normally be a DRS straight.
32 for his first sector. Still a little bit twitchy from some corners.
It's actually gone purple, so I wonder if it is... Well, it clearly is time for inters. Harry stuck it out another lap on the wets. So that might just cost him. But he'll be happy to even know that he's got into the Q3. At this stage. So Coleman should easily put this on provisional pole, being the first one on the inters to set a lap. It hasn't been too scruffy that we've seen so far. He's nailing all the apexes a little bit. Oh, Mono's just retired. Where is...
Technical 1.
He's still... I think he's just retired the car. He hasn't crashed or anything. He might have invalidated and known that there's not enough time to do another lap, so... Coleman now through the bus stop.
It's only going to just beat it.
56.8. So it's almost 2 seconds quicker. So... Addy's on his out lap. Addy's just about to start one. Bailey's invalidated, so that's unfortunate. Sebastian Macca. All these guys down the back here. That's Harry. Wants the blue. So what's Monster going to come across the line and set now? Coleman's retired his car. What's Harry done? Harry's gone in the pits.
Monster
So Harry
still on a set of wet tyres. Very surprised about that. So he goes P8, 205.
205.
Coleman doing a 156. So definitely intermediate conditions.
So now Gunner, what can he do? Still yet to set a time. I do believe this is his hot lap.
124. I think that's already a second quicker than Coleman. It's Mackenzie now.
Mackenzie 55.9. Jesus. So the track's quickening up every second. Sebastian goes to a 55.8. So Seb's up there. I did call it. Can Gunner top them both?
And
Yes, he does with a 55.0. Jesus, that is blistering time. What can Bailey do now? And we've got Addy as well. Still yet to cross the line. Monster Blue.
Monster's still on the wet tyres. It's not going to improve.
No.
Bailey's six up in the sector 2.
So Gunner at sector 2 was a 24, I think it was.
P5.
P5.
Yeah, P5. 150.
So Bailey's 124 flat, up 3 seconds.
3 seconds.
So this will put him very close.
Very close.
It's gonna be close. Comes through. I can never remember that corner's name actually. That quick. Very nice through bus stop. Nice bit.
It's gonna be extremely close.
Bit late on the power. As he goes pole position with a 54.555. So 5/10 of a second. As Monster now brings it in to finish our qualifying.
They pulled it out of the bag.
Pulled it out of the bag when it matters most.
Yep.
So there we have it. Our first full qualifying session in the Trans Nations esports. So predictions for the race, Matty?
I expect Josh Banks to battle his way through the field. Interested to see what the weather is for the race, what strategies people go for. Expect some carnage at turn 1 and going up El Rouge. Probably going to be quite a few safety cars and BSCs. So it should be really interesting. Yeah, I look forward to it.
And we are here for all of it, ladies and gentlemen, so even if you do crash out, we'll try and get you in the com box. Obviously Brett and Josh didn't want to say anything. Polish Mike has said that he will win this race, so that's a big call from you there, Mike.
Nice and sunny conditions.
Nice sunny conditions for the start of this race, and we have heard now from Ken Doyle and Mike that the last part of the race is rain, so it'll be interesting to see how quick it falls and how heavy it falls. And obviously that's never completely right.
Yeah, especially with safety cars and VSCs.
Hopefully the lobby's not broken here, guys. No, Gunner's readied up.
Yeah, we've got the timer hot right.
Yep, timer's starting to count down. So Brett's still at his chair. That's good to see. So a lot of people selecting strategies. Do you think everyone will be going mediums first stint? There will be no point putting softs on if you're expecting rain, will there?
Yeah, I can imagine them starting in the mediums and then, depending on the weather, probably pitting for inters.
Yep.
Closer at the end.
So with the formation lap, did you want to do the grid war?
I can try. I know most of the names. Shall I give it my best go?
Yeah, go for it, mate. Yeah.
On pole position we have Bailey in the McLaren. P2 we have Gunner in the Haas and a set of soft tyres. P3 we have Sebastian in the Renault. P4 we have Mackenzie. Then P5 we got Coleman in the Williams. P6 we have Addy. P7 we have Mano 17 in the Toro Rosso. P8 we have, who's in the hats? Denrock.
Yeah, I don't even know his real name.
P9 we have Monster Blue in the Red Bull. Harry competes the top 10 in the Ferrari. We have Albert in P11. Joe Roberts P12 in McLaren. King Doyle in the Racing Point in P13. Josh Banks P14 in the Renault. P15 we have Brett Keenan in the Ferrari. P16 in the Alfa Romeo we have Matthew. P7 in the Racing Point we have
Jordan.
Who's in the Jordan. P18 also don't know his name.
Crushy. I don't even know his real name.
Yeah. And we got Polish Sniper in the Toro Rosso, and then Matty Smith in the Williams, running off the rest of the grid. That's our starting lineup.
So, big talking points. Jordan on the hards. Ken's also on hards.
Gun on a set of softs.
Gunner and Crushy on a set of softs. Everyone else is on the medium compound tyre, guys. So, gonna be one to look off at the starting line with those soft compound tyres. And he'll be wanting to get a good lead.
Good launch as well.
Yeah, and use those soft compound tyres. Because unless if the rain comes overly quick by looking at the broadcast, I don't think it will. And good morning, Andrew. If you've wished to come in the combox, feel free. Well, I don't actually think you can get in the lobby with 22 people here. So
line up in their grid positions.
As they line up. Now, just quickly, would you prefer to be on the inside or the outside here?
I prefer to be on the outside. I feel like if you're on the inside, you can usually get squeezed and your exit can get compromised. I prefer to be on the outside.
Alright, I've just been told by Mike, rain in 15 minutes. So we've got 5 red lights and away we go for the Belgian Grand Prix. Bailey's got a good start. Gunner here on the soft compound tyres. Already jumped Bailey. He's around the outside. So Gunner takes the lead. Bailey into P2. Mackenzie into P3. Sebastian down to P4. On the squeeze on the wall there by Mackenzie. He's just slipped in. Coleman's up to P5. Mano down to P6. Addy's very wide already on. There's a lot of people wide here. There's a yellow flag already. Matthew Ellie is already out. Jordan's out as well. That is a virtual safety car already. Bailey's got Gunner into turn 4. So this will not be helping Gunner's strategy. And if we are what Polish Sniper has said, rain... Yeah, full safety car, so as we were expecting a bit of carnage, but Josh Banks actually made a beautiful start there, up to P11 already. Brett Keenan's still in 15th. Matty's up from last of the field to P14. So he's had a brilliant start.
Oh, King Doyle's got front wing damage. He's lost his left end plate.
I wonder if he got caught up in that incident with Jordan. Jordan and Matty. But as I was just saying, Michael Poland has said rain in 15 minutes. So without a safety car, this would have worked for a gunner to have those soft compound tyres on. But now with the safety car out, I don't think he's going to get much of a benefit.
Let's see if anyone pits. Any of the leaders going to pit? No, it doesn't look like it.
I wouldn't say anyone in the top 10 would.
Oh, we've got... Yeah, I think it's just King in the pit.
Yeah, it's just Ken in the pits. With that horrible engine glitch.
So if there's rain in 15 minutes, you probably want to be on a set of mediums just to be safe instead of a set of softs. Because you don't want to be...
Well, Ken's actually listened to you here. He's selected a set of mediums.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to hurt him too much. He's going to catch up to the back of the train anyway. But, yeah, I don't know. I haven't done too many 100% races where there's been a safety car. As funny as that sounds, mainly because I do them all.
Oh, we got a 5-second penalty already.
Crusher, where was... He must have been avoiding someone, yeah, to not run up the back.
He got a corner cut penalty, so he must have just completely cut a corner.
Yeah. He's getting another one and he's not even doing anything.
5-second time penalty. And Albert's just got one as well. What's going on? They must be... People must be tapping each other or something.
Yeah, this is crazy. At the moment, no one used to what pace the safety car's doing. All trying to stay close. A bit of lag, a bit of desync. Will all come into it. Addy's on the opposite side of the track compared to everyone else.
Yeah, so Addy's had the worst start. He's lost 3 positions from where he's started on the grid, and then Matty Smith up 6 positions from the back of the grid, up to P14.
Ken Doyle down 5.
Yep, King Doyle down 5 from 18.
Macca and Seb have swapped positions. So there we go. Ken Doyle's the only one to have made a stop.
Oh, we've got another penalty. Addy, 10-second penalty.
10 seconds for exceeding track limits. Now, I'm actually watching Addy. I don't think he exceeded anything.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, he's going very slowly to exceed track limits to gain 10 seconds. So I think...
I do know under safety car they are a lot more strict because the cars are going slower. You're not meant to be able to even get 4 wheels off the track, but 10 seconds is a bit harsh.
If I was crunchy, I probably would have pitted and served that 5-second penalty.
Is that a stop and go for him, is it?
I don't know if it's a stop go. If it was, it would have made more sense to... So you already would have lost, what, 2 positions? Yeah. They would have got a lot of penalties. Let's have a look at who's got penalties. I think Albert got a penalty, I do believe.
Yeah, I thought it was 2 5 seconds for Crushy. Andrew's put here, that would have been for the bus stop. Sometimes you can get penalised. It is a bit stupid sometimes, as Mackenzie and Sebastian are swapping positions. So...
Addy's got a 10-second penalty.
So obviously just being an expedition race, it won't matter too much. It's just yeah, just a bit of pride, really. There's no points on offer.
Yeah.
It's just putting on a show for the...
They'll obviously want to do as well as they can.
Safety car in this lap. So now Bailey takes control of the field.
He's going to be looking behind him, seeing a Haas on a set of softs.
Yeah, that'd be scary, wouldn't it? And he's right up his gearbox. I mean, he's got a lot of quick guys behind him. Got Gunnar, McKenzie, Sebastian. So, Joe in P13. Brett in 15th. As we just wait for Bailey to bring the field up. Coming up to the bus stop. Safety car's in and Bailey's gone. Coming into the bus stop chicane. He still can't get overtaken here. As Gunner's right up the back of him. Using those soft compound tyres to get the traction. As they come across the line, can we get one hot lap in before another safety car comes out, guys? Bailey takes turn 1. Gunner's right up the back of him.
Manner's dropped 11 places.
He has?
Down to T8. Yeah.
2. He must have spun it under, say. Oh, Gunner's very wide. Almost loses it. Polished Sniper gets a 3-second penalty. Even Ken Doyle wants the Blues out of the race now. Where's that happen? That's at Upper Rouge. Upper Rouge. Coleman's around as well.
Almost
hit him again. So yellow flags in sector 1. We know what that's for. There's no safety car. Gunner on the inside. He's going for the outside run now. Try the switchback. No, very close to that wall. You don't want to be going side by side here through Pullon. The curbs are very spinny. It's gone a bit wide. He's got Macca right up his gearbox now as well.
McKenzie's now right all over him.
So we've got a 3-way battle here for the lead. Josh is up to P8 after all this.
He's all over the Haas. Looking to make a move.
Yeah, and he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 car train there with him.
Oh, Harry's lost it.
Harry's out
on the left hand side.
Oh no! Brett's made it around him. Ken's made it around him. Crush has made it around him. Oh, Menno almost collects him.
I think. Oh, we've got another safety car.
This is for the other Haas. Where is he gone? How has he lost it there?
He was all over. He was all over another car. I forgot. It must have been the other Haas. They were all over. He was all over the gearbox of him, and he just clipped the left barrier or tyre barrier. His monster's now left the session.
Yeah, he crashed.
All lost 5 drivers.
Yeah. 5 drivers. We had 2 safety cars in 5 laps, guys.
Almost in the pit. Took one set of softs, another 3-second penalty. Oh, I can see some clouds forming already.
Yeah, it's gone very dark, hasn't it? Very quickly.
At the start right at the end of the race, we're on lap 5. We had 2 safety cars looking a bit cloudy.
So I'll just see if Harry wants to join us here in the comm box. So just over to you there for a second. So, just a quick rundown, guys, of who's doing what. We've got Bailey Ford leading. Well, the safety car's almost leading. He's done almost just as many laps. Gunner in P2, Mackenzie P3, Sebastian P4, Addy P5, Josh Banks up to P6 already.
Oh, we got rain. It's raining.
Is it raining already?
Yes, it is. Lap 5 and it's already raining.
It is too. Now this is why Gunner would have started on those soft compound tyres.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Combox, Harry. Talk us through your qualifying, mate. You're into Q3 for your first 100% race. Just talk us through your thoughts on that.
Yeah, well, it was good to get up into Q3. Kind of first time driving in the wet without assist, which was a bit of a new experience. So I got myself.
Hang on there, Harry. We got the leaders coming in for intermediate tyres. I am believing. Josh is going to be caught out with this here, guys.
Yeah, teammates double stacking. So
yeah, double stacking. Two McLarens.
Two Toro Rossos.
Coleman's got a speeding in pit lane. So Bailey's coming out, Gunner's coming out, Macca's coming out, Seb's coming out. Matty Smith up to P5.
Yeah, he's had a ridiculous start.
Where has that come from? Brett Keenan up to P6 because he didn't have to wait for a teammate.
Joe up to P7.
Joe up to P7. Josh has stayed P8. Now that's a great stop by Renault to keep him P8. Addy's dropped down to P9. Albert's...
He's on the soft.
Oh, Coleman's out. Where is... He must have just retired in pit lane.
In the pit lane, yeah.
Mono's out on the set of soft tyres. What the... What?
He's all over the shop.
Have Toro Rosso just forgot to get out a second set of inches or something? This is just...
Should get away with hitting again though.
Absolute crazy.
Completely destroy that corner.
So back to you, Harry. Yeah, just continue talking us through your Q3 appearance.
Yeah, well, I was proud to get into Q3, but I couldn't do anything with it on the full wets. I kept kind of stuffing up, and then it was too late to come in for the inters like everyone else did, so it wasn't great.
Yeah. Talk us through your 4 laps of race, mate. Looked like you were doing okay. That wall's caught you out.
Yep, just inexperience on a full tank, really. I was actually going pretty well. I was happy with the pace, considering the circumstances in Q3. But the understeer, I saw it drifting wide, and I couldn't do anything about it. As soon as I was over that curve and I was understeering, I was a passenger. So, kind of not very happy about it at all. About that being my way to end it.
Okay, mate. Andrew's just said, hard luck, Harry. Still pretty good getting to Q3. Showed good pace last night when he did a few laps. So, yeah, great to have you out here, mate. And hello from our fellow PC member who is watching the stream.
Got another penalty. Mano, he touched the Alfa Romeo slightly, little 5.
So Bailey's bolted again.
During that, Polish Sniper got a 10-second penalty. So he's not going to be happy with a 10-second penalty.
Oh, Gunner's had a massive moment coming out of the bus stop chicane, dropped him all the way down to P4. So Gunner...
Josh Banks making a move on Joe Roberts. Oh,
Joe Roberts, and he's almost collected Brett Keenan in the meantime.
Mano just completely given up. Mackenzie 5-second time penalty.
For ignoring yellow flags. That's different.
Because Mackenzie...
Sebastian's around up top of a Rouge. Oh, I thought that McLaren was going to catch him then. Oh, there's a Toro Rosso as well. This is absolute carnage, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Bailey's got wide. Oh, Bailey's lost it. Oh, cool.
I've been watching the guys at the back spinning and Bailey's trying to switch back. Around the outside, Gunners on the inside. 3-way battle here for the lead.
God, what a race from Matty. Starting last up to P4.
Sebastian's out.
Sebastian's out.
Oh no, he's just retired the car. He did lose at Upper Rouge. Had a bit of wing damage. Bailey's gone very wide at pull on. Matty Smith into P4. What a drive from him at the moment.
Now Gunner is all over Bailey. Oh, it's Gunner.
Oh, Gunner's had another moment.
Commentator's curse.
Commentator's curse from
Real nice Addy's now catching up to Josh Banks. Josh Banks now catching up to Brett.
Brett's lost touch with Matty though.
Yeah.
Obviously in wet conditions there's no DRS. Bailey's having a look at Macca on the outside. He's going to get... Oh no, he's just tucked in behind. He's having a...
Bailey going to try to get switched back. Yes, he is. Much better.
I think he's got it. He's got it. Has he?
Oh, no.
Oh, just... Mackenzie just keeps it.
Ooh, a bit twitchy.
Gunner's gone very wide. He's taken the GT3 car. Line. Brett's got a 3-second penalty. Because Brett's actually closed up on Matty by a long way here. So Matty Smith now will almost be the head of that train as he gets...
Yeah, Matty Smith's feeling a bit of a train. Mackenzie's now pulled away a little bit from Bailey.
I wonder if the top three now will just cool their jets a little bit.
Put some wheel in the grass. Everything else seems to be panning itself.
So Joe in the top 10 with Ken. Albert P8, Addy P7, Josh P6. Brett's wide at pull on. Josh has now taken P5 off him. Brett might lose it to Addy as well. Addy's on the inside. Oh, it's as daring as you wanted to be. So many laps left in this race. We can't really afford to lose any more drivers.
Albert's got to Addy. Ooh, Addy got very close to that tyre barrier. So Mackenzie's now pulled a decent gap from Bailey. The gunner has been slightly wide in the bus stop. Because Addy's now retired. Where's that? In the pits, I do believe.
No. What's that quick right-hander on the back straight here? Is it Radion?
Yeah, I know what you're calling him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Radion, the fast left.
Yeah, the fast left-hander is...
Oh yeah, he's running forward post sniper.
Yeah.
Just see
another safety car. And Brett's in the pits. So Brett got caught up in that. That's unfortunate for Brett. Joe's in the pits as well for a new front wing. So I do believe you get 5 allocated for a 100% race, so we've almost used all our safety cars and we're not even 10 laps into this race.
I hope so, otherwise we'll be here for a very long time.
Yeah.
The safety car will do more laps than most of the drivers. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's Joe going very wide. This is going to help Matty Smith in P4.
Oh, it's going
to
massively help him. It's going to help him in one sense, but hinder him in another. He's got Josh Banks right behind him now at the restart. So...
Post sniper speeding under the safety car. Oh, that's not what you want.
No.
So post sniper, I do believe he's got quite a few penalties.
And he won't be able to serve that under safety car either. So
Penalty
that will...
plus warning, 10-second and a drive-through. Let's see if... Kenzie has a warning and a 5-second time penalty. Bailey has 1 warning. Gunner has 1 warning. Matty has 1 warning. Josh Banks has 1 warning. Albert has a warning, 5-second time penalty, a penalty and a warning. King Doyle has 4 warnings and 1 penalty. Post Sniper, I've already said, has a penalty, 10-second time penalty and a drive-through. Joe, 3 warnings and a penalty. Brett, 5 warnings and 2 penalties. And then Crunchy has a warning of 5-second time penalty. Addy's a 10-second penalty and a warning.
Well, Addy's out anyway, so...
Yeah, caught up. 11 drivers. I was surprised I was going down. I was like, yeah, so I've got 11 drivers now.
11 left, so... Harry's put on here almost half of the goddamn field is DNF. Why was the weather set to dynamic? Because that's what we do. What a race. Last man standing. Andrew said if we do it again, maybe he'll get up in time. And Harry saying it needs to be set to dry if we want more than 10 finishes. So anyway,
Albert's just good on the grass. I don't know if it has to let Josh Banks get through. Yeah, Albert's all over on the grass. Interesting. It's obviously like one of the first times we've done a 100% race, so
yeah, that's
there's
right.
definitely a lot we'll learn from it regarding how many laps, tyres, how many people DNF, safety cars, full
It's
qualifying
just,
as well.
yeah, first time full qualifying, first time 100% race. And it is a lot more mental straining on each and everybody here. And not everyone's raced against everyone either, so that's another thing you've got to mentally look out for in these sorts of races. So if you do like this format, leave us a like, leave us a comment either on the YouTube or in Discord, and we'll try and do another one maybe at the end of the season. But at the moment, there's guys having bets on in the YouTube live chat, having bets on how many finishes we will have running tonight.
I'm gonna say 7.
7.
What are you gonna go for, Mark?
I'm hoping all 11 from here. Really hopeful.
Of course we hope for 11.
We are a quarter away through. Safety car's probably done 10 of those 11 laps. To be fair. But
completely... Oh, Crunchy is completely off the pace.
yeah, I think Crunchy's just come back in the pits though. No, he hasn't. Surprised he hasn't got a penalty for sitting that far back.
Yeah, you do normally get like a notification saying catch up to the safety car.
Yeah, because you're only allowed 10 car lengths apart from each car, so 10 car lengths doesn't equal 10 seconds, but he is catching. So Andrew's put 4. Harry's saying 6. Douchey McDoucheface has said 5. So a few guys in the chat not very optimistic of the race. So safety car in this lap. What can Gunner do this time around? Will he get another bad spot out of bad traction out of the bus stop? As Macca now leads the field.
Bailey's all over Mackenzie. Just sitting there waiting to pounce. Gunner.
Now obviously these two know each other's racing style. Yeah. And then you got Gunner backwards. Macca's gone for it. No, he's gone for it. Gone a bit early than what Bailey normally does. Gunner's been caught out napping just a little bit there.
Been caught out. He's quite a way off.
Matty Smith has kept up with him.
Oh, Josh Banks already.
Josh is very twitchy out of the bus stop. Albert's still there. Ken Doyle's in P7. Mike, who has that drive-through penalty, is in P8. He's got Joe having a look up the inside. Joe in 9th. Brett in 10th. In Crushy.
Is he going to get past Bailey?
He's having a look.
Lovely.
He's having a big look. Down on the inside. What can he do?
Locks up slightly.
He's got the position.
Josh Banks also got past Matty Smith.
He did too. Albert's got a 3-second penalty. Brett's got a pass.
P6.
Mike and Joe have come together. I don't actually know if they've come together or...
They must have come together.
Or Joe's just... well, they both spun at the same section of the track. So, we'll go back to the lead for the stream.
Oh, Mackenzie a little bit wide.
So we saw Gunner get a 3-second penalty there for multiple warnings. I do believe it was while I was trying to see what happened at the rear of the field.
Well, Mackenzie's also got a 5-second time penalty as well, and 2 warnings.
So Bailey's now all on the back of Gunner. What can be said here for the top 3? Gunner's gone very deep. He's in the pits.
Oh, blimey, he took out Bailey.
This is a different call. Is this... Could this be dry tyres?
It does look like it's drying out.
It is. It's dry tyres.
King Doyle's also in. I completely forgot about the weather. There's so much going on. It's like all the pitting would stop raining. Oh, there's Joe's now in the pits as well.
Ken's put on hards as well.
Yeah, you're right, the sun's come out.
Crushy's put on mediums, so he won't get them home from here.
King is sliding all over the place.
Now we haven't seen anything of DRS being activated yet, so...
King is twitchy.
Joe and Mike are both set at the softs.
Oh, Mackenzie very close.
So that's a big call. We'll go back to the lead, see how Mackenzie's handling it.
"13 laps out of 44.
We've already seen 2 weather changes, 3 safety cars. And we're only just a quarter of the way through it, guys.
There are a lot of tyres.
Oh, Macca is very twitchy coming onto the back straight.
Oh,
Albert's out. Where has that happened? Oh, Jesus, Gunner's almost collected him. Virtual safety car.
At least it's not a safety car for racing.
So I wonder if the top 3 will be in this lap. Top 4, 5 will be in this lap. Yeah, it's going to give them all a free pit stop, effectively.
So the gunner was P2, I do believe.
Yeah, Gunner was P2 because he almost took Bailey out. Macca's gone on the... What's... Macca's been held.
I think Gunner's going to get them here.
Macca's gone on the soft, so's Bailey. What's going on with these strategies today? Josh is on the sauce. Are we expecting more rain?
I mean, we could do. It's 100% nice.
Surely not.
That's really helped the gunner. So pitting early actually helped him massively. So he's now leading the race.
DRS is now enabled.
Now it's time for dry conditions.
So what can the softs do compared to...
14 laps to use the DRS. We have to wait 14 laps to get the DRS open.
Yeah. So it's almost like... I want to say it was Germany last season in the real F1. They didn't have DRS for most of the... Or was it Abu Dhabi? Might have been Abu Dhabi. Didn't have DRS for most of the race.
Yeah, Germany last year was...
wet, dry, wasn't it?
Yeah, conditions.
So, Macca's lost out massively in that pit stop. Gone from 1st to 4th.
Yeah, Josh Banks was there. Gone up.
Yeah, to P3. Just wondering how quick they're going to catch Gunner on these hard compound tyres. Obviously there will be an early benefit to the soft runners, but...
I reckon, I don't know, I reckon the hearts would go to the end.
I think that's what Gunner's planning on.
Based on looking how long the softs and mediums last for. As we have Mackenzie now all over the back of Josh Banks. Get a nice toe up Rouge and Radion and be able to use DRS.
And he'd be the first car to be able to use the DRS this race. Here he comes, he's in overtake mode. Moves to the inside. I don't think Josh is going to fight it. Joe actually goes sets the quickest lap.
I can be getting very close like you.
So now how can Josh follow? I'm surprised Brett's still in this one. P7. Holding his own.
Yeah, Joe's done very well, to be fair.
Yep. Same as Ken in the Racing Point. He's another one on the hard compound tyre, so he might jump Matty Smith at the end of this if he can keep within a reasonable distance. Bailey's
got Josh Banks and Mackenzie.
Yeah, Bailey's caught up to Gunner by almost a second. So the soft tyres are coming.
How Josh Banks is going to get DRS and slipstream off El Rouge. Should be an easy move.
Yeah, but we've seen even in the F1s that Josh isn't, as I'm about to say this, he does it, but Josh isn't normally one to make an overtake. He's happy to sit there behind him and just save fuel, save ERS, but obviously with all the safety cars we've had,
no, keep it.
They've got an immense amount of fuel still in their cars. So now Bailey's right up the back of up a Gunner. Only 6/10 away. So
Yeah, you expect Bailey and Josh and even Mackenzie to catch the gun instead of hard tyres.
So what's a pit stop? What's a pit stop time around here, Matthew? How far would Gunner drop before he lose these positions back if he's going to the end on these tyres?
I don't think Belgium's too bad compared to other tracks regarding the pit lane. You're not on the massive straight. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Gunner can get to the end on these set of hard tyres. Same with King Doyle and P6. And Crutch's off at mediums as well. Maybe he's hoping for maybe another safety car, put a set of softs at the end. But here comes Bailey as he lines up a move on Gunner. Gunner
goes to the inside.
Yeah, I think it's just letting him go fast.
Yeah.
It makes sense if Gunner can just sit in his slipstream and get DRS every lap.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, Bailey's massive moment. He's held that massively well. And I did notice Mackenzie didn't go for the move on Josh that lap either. So now it's going to be a four-way battle.
Josh goes
very shortly for the top 4 positions, funnily enough. Matty Smith still holding his own in P5. You'd think he'd have the track to himself with the gaps he's got. 6 seconds to the nearest car in front and 8.5 to the nearest car behind him, so he wouldn't even hear anyone else on the track. Ken Doyle, P6, he's got... Just happy following. Gunner's lost a lot of time to Bailey.
And he's losing Banks now, catching up to him. You're going to see a 3-way side by side. Mackenzie gets a massive toe.
Yeah, double car.
Yeah.
But that can also hurt Mackenzie because he'll have so much overspeed. Can he pull it up?
Kenzie's not quite close enough. So
Neither's Josh. Right on the back of him though. Brett Keenan's closing in on Ken Doyle. As you'd expect, softs to hards. Joey's up into P8. Crunchy down, I'm assuming Crunchy's down to P9 now on those medium compound tyres.
So softs roughly can last 17 laps. And
yeah.
Medium. Mediums can do about 28 laps. That's roughly how long all the tyres will last for.
Okay.
Oh, slightly close. Yeah, so I think Gunner should reach. It looks cloudy again. I think we could be getting more rain.
It does. I was just about to say that. Which could be why these guys up the front have gone on the softs. Which could be why everyone, pretty much apart from Ken and Gunner, have gone on the softs.
Oh, we've got a nice battle behind the Gunner. Josh Banks all over the Gunner, same with Mackenzie.
Yep.
All over Josh. Oh, we're finally going to see the 3 wide.
You're really betting on that 3 wide, aren't you? So here we go.
It's raining. It's raining.
Oh, not again. Not again. Oh, Gunner's
Josh Banks hit
around.
the Gunner. Oh.
Gunner is around. Gunner's retired. So he's had enough. Puts Matty Smith up to P4.
Brett overtakes King on the yellow flags. Don't know quite know what's happening. God, blimey. It's going to be who can survive Sparta at this rate.
I think you're right. Joe's just got a 3-second penalty.
This dynamic weather, especially representing his title.
Yeah, Jesus. So now Bailey's got a 3.5 second lead back to Joshua Banks. He's still got Mackenzie breathing right up his gearbox. Now, has Mackenzie got damage through that? No, he hasn't. Did Josh get... I don't think Josh would have got anything. It looked like a rear to front.
Oh, it's a shame for the Gunner. I was quite looking forward to them battling for the rest of the race.
Yeah.
We lose the session.
So Bailey stayed out. Josh, Mackenzie all stayed out. Matt stayed out. Will Brett be the first one to put Inters back on?
Mackenzie's now lining up Josh Banks should P2.
No, Brett stayed out. Ken stayed out.
Mackenzie, bless you. Side by side.
So around the outside, Mac has got the move done. Now these two will have to work together to catch up on to Bailey. Now, with still over half of the race to go, Ken Doyle gets a 3-second penalty. Joe's in the pits. Is this a set of Inters?
On Joe. Might as well take a risk. He is.
It is a set of Inters.
Inters. Go big or go home.
Well, that seems to be most of the drivers' attitudes here. So,
Oh, Matty P4 started last. Josh Banks. He started 15th.
third, 8th.
Third.
Third, 8th, 15th. One of the two.
So, try and have a look at the next one change.
So Josh has lost DRS to Macca as well now. So Josh is falling off. Matty and Brett on for the top 5 at the moment from Andrew. You wouldn't have thought that at the start of the race. So...
Forrest King has had a bit of an off. And he's lost his front right end plate. So he's just dropped
oh, he has two.
Out of that barrier that sticks out on the left. Another yellow sector 3. So that's Brett Keenan. I think he's just gonna...
Brett stayed out, so Joe's gamble isn't working at the moment. The rain is getting heavier, but I don't think it's heavy enough for Inters. Ken Zing, what will he put on? You'd have to say he'd put Inters on. You wouldn't want to come back in. No, it's a set of mediums. Okay.
I was going to put dry tyres on, I'll put softs on. Instead of medium. Because crunchy, I think, just went a bit wide. No front wing damage from here.
I mean, Joe's doing alright with his set of Inters on, but he's not blistering. But he's not sliding around all over the place either.
Yeah. It's definitely, the rain's definitely coming down. More people...
Oh, Ken's out!
Yeah.
Ken's out, Upper Rouge.
Oh, there's Joe.
Oh, Joe's followed him. Oh no! No, I was riding on board with Joe as well.
Yeah, I was as well. Virtual safety car. So basically,
Polished snipers come in for a set of inters.
guess they're all going to come in now. So who's...
The top 3 are in for inters.
Crunchy's all over the shop. Even under the virtual safety car is sliding around.
Yeah, it's definitely wet weather conditions now. Maddie's in. Down to 6th gear through that quick left-hander. Just before the bus stop there. As Brett's now in the pits.
Aki now pit of Impulse. Brett's in. I still think Joe will be happy with that. Doing a 100% race, no assists, finishing in the top 10.
Almost getting to the halfway point.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be happy with how he's done.
Yeah, yeah. I'll see if I can get Joe in onto the comm box, mate, and I'll leave it to you for a sec.
Lost or gained positions. Kenzie's gone up 2. Josh Banks up 11. Matty Smith up 16. Brett's gone up 10. Crunchy 52's gone up 12, and Post Sniper's gone up 12 as well. So that qualifying just completely flipped and changed.
Yeah. So started with 20, we were down to 18 by the first lap. Now we're down to 7 with half the race still to go. And not really much to commentate. Bailey's got a 6-second lead from Mackenzie. Mackenzie's got 1.5 seconds on Josh. And then we got Maddie Smith a further 22 seconds behind that. Brett Keenan's a further 19 seconds off of that. And then we got Crushy and Mike rounding off the end of the field. So Josh has caught Mackenzie. He's now only 1.1 seconds. Mackenzie's
dropped it.
Mackenzie's out now. Jesus. We'll have to red flag this race soon. So I've just invited Macca into the comm box. But Matty Smith on for a podium at this rate.
Yeah, that is
Brett will be happy that he's outlasted Macca if he can get around a Rouge this time around. He does. Macca's left the session, probably gone to play some COD. Mackenzie Stewart, welcome to the comm box, mate. Talk us through that chaotic race.
Oh, I don't know what to say, to be honest. I can't say anything. It was honestly one of the worst experiences I've had. That bloody weather gods could not decide what they wanted, and then like the fact that people were just constantly crashing out and we had 3 safety cars in 9 laps. Like that just shows like how pointless. I mean, like, no offense to you, Mark, you've done an absolute like wonderful job setting this up, but if we're gonna do it again, we need to do it with drivers that are actually like willing to commit to the whole thing instead of crashing into the side of someone and retiring as soon as that happens.
Yeah.
Bloody TP spun on the on that first safety car restart under the wet and gave me a 5-second penalty, so that's why I fell so far behind Bailey after that. And then
I saw that because it was ignoring yellow flags. I've never actually seen a ignoring yellow flags.
He literally dropped it. He dropped it on the on the start finish line. So if he'd done it any later, like, it would have been fine, but it was the fact that he dropped it before the start-finish line was the real reason I got it. And then obviously, and then obviously I would have had to serve it once the once we put it again for dries, and yeah, that was absolutely pointless. So, and then yeah, I was just pushing too hard to try and catch back up to Bailey, and just dropped it at Old Rouge. So
yeah,
but no. But as I said though, like you've done an awesome job trying to set up something fun for everyone, like on our weekend off, and then people just go drive like that. I don't know what people are thinking. Stupid.
Yeah. So we'll let you go. Yep.
Yeah, no, I'll just say I don't know how long Bailey and that'll hang around, because Bailey's having brake issues and Josh was getting really bored. So.
Yeah, I saw Bailey's accelerator actually spiking on his flyer in Q3 that we were riding on board with. So I don't know if Uz Bailey almost touches the wall there. So. Yeah, but no, yeah, thank you for joining anyway, Macca, and we'll leave you to it, and you can go play some COD.
Shh, don't even be like that. Who said I was going to play COD?
Oh, we all know it. Joe Roberts, welcome to the Combox. No?
Oh. Hello, sorry, I had my mic down.
Oh.
Yeah, I just spun off
Eau
Rouge.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I just literally just spun up at Eau Rouge, and the mixed conditions are just absolutely stupid in this race. Can't decide whether to be dry or wet.
Yeah. Talk us through your qualifying, mate. Were you happy with 13th? I think you ended up 12th.
Well, I binned it on no assist because Brett and Matthew Elliott was wanting me to do a no assist lap, so I wish I'd ignored them and did a medium traction with ABS, because it's only been 2 weeks of me actually doing
no assist.
No assist. So yeah, but it was a fun race, but. I think the problem is just the changeable conditions and the wet is just, even though it's exciting to watch, it's just I don't know. It's something that happens at Spa, so it might have been we should have chosen a track that was dry, but it's just. But yeah, it's quite hard to predict what tyre to go on. That's why I went on the Inters when it started raining, because I thought it was going to.
Well, funny you say that. DRS has just been enabled again, so we're back to dry racing conditions on Inter tyres. So
yeah, it's going to end up being survival of the fittest at this rate, I think.
Oh, it is. We said that since about lap 4, I think it was, our second safety car.
Bailey's just this front wing in the pit lane entry. Yeah, he's going to have to get a new front wing.
Yeah. So Matty Smith could be on for at the top step of the podium at this rate. Last the first challenge. So Bailey back on the softs, Josh on the mediums this time around.
But I predict there'll be another 2 cars crashing out of the end of the race. But
would you do it again, Joe? Just to get the feel of.
Oh.
Would it be worth doing another 100% race weekend?
I think it's completely worth doing. It's, as Mackenzie said, I think we probably need to. It's one of those things drivers have to be quite committed to, because I don't know if it was having wet conditions caused it, but I think as Mackenzie said, you probably need more committed drivers. But I would be happy to do it again, because I generally enjoy this track anyway. But I haven't found the knack going up Eau Rouge in the wet yet around this track.
Would it help if it was for points, maybe? Rather than an expedition race?
I think, because we have stuff, I think there's a open, I don't know, probably Brett needs to decide it, but there was an open slot. I think we don't do nothing on Fridays. It depends. Because it depends when the Assetto Corsa goes. But I think it could be a thing we could do next season. But I think it would probably be that is it Saturday morning UK time, and I don't know, and then Saturday evening. I think you could do it like that, but I think points would probably encourage more people to stay, because then you can't really, people can't really complain about the well, being wet or dry or whatever. So
that's right. Yeah.
I think we can find a slot in the weekend. It's just probably have to move some stuff around.
Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty, mate. We'll leave it there. We've really got nothing to commentate on. So 6 drivers left, and the closest battle is Josh and Bailey at 3 seconds apart. But no, yeah, thank you for turning up, mate, and showing your support.
Thank you for organising it, because it was quite, not last minute, but it was like 17 drivers, I think, on Wednesday. So so thank you for organising it. But I think if people do it for points, I think a lot of people, would not care, but I think
would take it a bit more serious.
Yeah. I think it also didn't help that a safety car came out. 3 safety cars came out on 10 laps, because I think people get quite annoyed, because it sounded like Seb was getting, when I was in the party with him, quite annoyed about the amount of incidents there were. So I just want to say thank you for organising it, and something like, it might get a battle between Bailey and Josh. But
yeah, hopefully, but we see that pretty much every weekend in the F1 race anyway.
Yeah,
so
enjoy the rest of the commentary.
Thank you. So, Matty, anything you want to add there, mate, from those comments from either Joe or Mackenzie?
I agree with most of their comments, to be fair. I agree that the weather conditions have been a pain in the neck, having no idea what tyres to qualify on, what tyres to pit, the cost of safety cars. I agree that Belgium probably is one of those tracks where it's going to constantly change weather. So maybe for the tracks that don't have the likelihood of chucking it down with rain, going back to dry conditions. Regarding the safety car, I reckon turning the safety car off would probably be better when we've got a full grid of drivers, so we don't constantly getting VSC safety cars. It lets people race more. And regarding drivers being committed, I think it's quite hard, because 100% race is going to be really hard, whatever. But maybe if points were on the line, or some sort of, I don't know, at the end of Abu Dhabi as 100% race, and those points then count to the championship or something like that.
Yeah.
But as you said, this is, you've organised this, which is really good. It's a test kind of run. We're seeing how it goes. First time doing this. So yeah, been brilliant that you've been able to organise this. Yeah.
So Bailey is closing up on Josh, and thank you for those kind words. It has pretty much been a one-man show to organise it all, from getting the drivers to myself and yourself in the comm box. You know, and then we've got, well, we had 20 committed drivers to turn up on time. So yeah, it was very good to see in that aspect. And the reason why we have this weekend off too, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, Oceanic region go off of daylight savings as of last night, I think it was. So everyone drops an hour, and then that pushes start times back for the league as well. So just to get everyone back onto a time frame of where we are, we thought we'd have the weekend off, and I thought since we got the weekend off, might as well do something for the league and for the stream, and I thought 100% race would be the way to do it. But yeah, that hasn't worked as well as what I was hoping it to. But we got a bit of a battle here for P1 at the moment. But Bailey's now just following at this stage, with 14 laps to go. Bailey might get these softs home from here. That'll be awfully warm.
I see what. I'll have a look what lap he said.
Well, he's done 4 laps on them, so that'll be 18 lap hold tyres by the time they finish.
Yeah, he could do that.
So,
Possibly.
but yeah, so a bit of a battle here for the lead at the moment. So we'll just watch and see how this plays. There have been talks on YouTube to red flag the race. From one guy. So yeah, Albert's put on a few comments here, and I think it's actually one of our most commented races as well. There's 83 comments come through on the live stream, so obviously being a longer live stream, you're going to get more comments come through. So as Bailey now DRS, he's still not close enough to make a full move here, not running any battery either to really rein him in. So we do go back to racing as of tonight, my time. Oceanic regional Sunday will be racing, and that will be streamed and commentated by Andrew Lee, I do believe. So and then that starts the week off again for Hungary. I do believe it is for everyone this weekend.
Yeah, Hungary.
So Bailey now right on the back of Josh. And then you got the European regionals there Tuesday and Thursday, my time I think it is. Is that right, Matty?
Yeah. I know that Joe races Tuesdays, UK time.
Yep.
So he'll be doing that. Yep.
Yep. Do you not race in regionals? Or do you not race with us at all in general anymore, or?
Oh no. I do the one on the weekend.
Oh,
So
yep.
I don't do the one where it's categorised into the different continents and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Currently in F3.
Oh,
Last race that we did was Germany. It was I think full wet conditions, and then it dried up to inters at the end of the race. Started P12 and finished P4, so I was quite happy with where I finished.
yep.
How about yourself? How's your racing going?
Yeah, like I said, I've just turned off all my assists as well. Down in F5, I'm leading the championship at the moment due to a couple of guys being promoted in different tiers, but Germany, much like yours, I think started wet, or we went to wets very quickly, and running no ABS and no traction in the wet has just got absolute knobs on it, so I decided to bin it and jump in the combox pretty early for the F5, and then just waiting for this track and Monza are really my only two, and maybe Brazil are my three best tracks for the remaining of the season, so hoping to get a couple of good points there, and then hoping to just have the gap on the rest of the drivers to take the title, but at the moment I'm not thinking title so much, so Bailey's now having a move at Josh. Still not using any ERS to make it get done, so Josh might not even be fighting it. They will be in a party talking to each other anyway, so they can take nothing. Excuse me, they can take nothing away from this race either, being 100%. Everything changes. Tyre wear, fuel burn, well, not so much fuel burn, but tyre wear at least.
Josh has got it.
Oh, he has to it. Pull on.
Good one, yeah. But Giovinazzi also crashed in the real Belgian Grand Prix, which I was very fortunate to be at. It was quite funny actually. It was I might as well talk about it. It's quite fascinating.
Yep.
When we were on the coach, we all had to get there for at the track for 10:30, and at 12 o'clock it was actually raining. And then when it got to the race, it was just nice and sunny, clear sky, nice conditions. We're riding board with Bailey. I can describe where I was sitting for the race. It's basically the huge stand on the little hill up El Rouge and Radion, right into that long stretch there. Had a brilliant shot next to a little house. Brilliant shot of them coming up El Rouge and Radion. Yeah, I think Charles Leclerc ended up winning that race. Max Verstappen collided with Kimi Räikkönen at turn 1, which completely broke Verstappen's steering rod. So for El Rouge, he just went straight into the barrier. There was loads of smoke everywhere.
Yep.
So that brought out the safety car. And then Lando Norris, of course. the famous meme is broken on the last lap, coming to a stop. Giovinazzi dropped it at Pouon, and then Hamilton was on the chart to try and catch Leclerc, but it wasn't quite enough. Yeah.
So what's it like for access? Because I went to the 2018 Australian Grand Prix. I sat at turns 11, 12 there in the grandstand. And to get into the paddock, you got to cross the lake. And that's why all the Melbourne signs are hanging, because they're actually pedestrian walkways. So where's all your merchandise and all of that? Are they behind the pit area, are they? Are they the same as how Melbourne would normally have it?
Belgium's quite interesting because it's around like a massive forest. There's quite a lot of places that you just can't access because it's covered in trees. But the wine boy with Matty, all the merchandise is up on the left. So when you're walking to the track, you can actually see them go through the bus stop chicane. So it's all on the left-hand side, but basically where turn 1 is.
Yep.
Just back there where all the merchandise is. It's quite a massive track, so there's a lot of walking to do. Belgium's in the middle of nowhere, so like coaches and that have to go up like some country roads, or it's like, I think there's like one main road, but it gets really busy there.
Yep.
Yeah. You get brilliant views walking around. You could get a brilliant shot of them going up El Rouge and Radion. You can get quite close up to the track there as well.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's really good there. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. I do want to actually go to the 24-hour around here in the GT3 cars one year. That's a goal. Yeah, it gets very cold in around this side of the world. Being Belgium, it gets very cold. Is it pretty?
As well. Have you seen the pictures of it just completely covered in snow?
Yeah. You always see those pictures of a Radion or a Rouge covered in snow, and you're like, wow, that's amazing. Like, it can go from a beautiful track like we're seeing now, finally with all the rain gone, to being covered in snow. So TCH. What does TCH mean there? Anyone? TCH? Around the 2-hour 6-minute mark. So Polly Sniper gets another 3-second penalty and 5-second penalty as well. He's missed the bus stop chicane completely. Probably cost himself 10 seconds in trying to get back to the track, and found himself another 8 seconds worth of penalties. So that's unfortunate for him. Brett at this stage would be happy. I think this might be his first 100% race. Definitely in league racing. I think he might have done some in career mode, but definitely in league racing. It'll be his first 100% race. Matty Smith, P3. I'm assuming this would be his first 100% league race. I know Bailey's never done one before in league racing, neither Josh. This might be Josh's first ever 100% race. And it is a track that you need to concentrate for every corner. I know Bailey's doing this career mode as 100% career mode, so he does full.
Exploring the track.
Yeah, he's just on a Sunday drive, I think now. He's a lap down. So I take my hat off to these guys. You know, with 6 drivers left, no one really is in a battle with anybody. But they're all still here just driving around. We're going to have a battle. I'll say a battle. It's going to be one's going to go to pit stop, one's going to keep going. And Crushy and Mike fighting for the final points paying position, or the final position. So Crushy goes on through at the bus stop. Mike comes in the pits. Mike is actually my teammate in the F5 category. We race for Toro Rosso, so it's good to show that he can just keep showing his what's the word I'm looking for? Not consistent. Yeah, kind of. He hasn't thrown in the towel like a lot of the other drivers did.
Committed.
Yeah, committed to this 100% race, and even though he's, you know, a lap down and 27 seconds behind the nearest car, he's still out there, still pushing every lap. So yeah, great to see from him and everybody else that's remaining. So, and Crushy is F5 as well. I think he's P4 in the standings, so he's coming for the lead. Not quite there just yet. Brett Keane and
Matty Smith's. Yeah, Matty Smith's in F3.
Yep.
He's in my tier.
Yep. Is
And then
he
you have
going for the championship, or is he close? Because I used to race him last season, and he has a lot of pace. Is he up there pretty much every weekend?
Yeah, I think he's top 7 in the standings. He's done quite well recently. He got a podium at Austria. Yeah, he's just a really good, consistent driver. It's constantly fighting for podiums, fighting for good points. I'll have a quick look at the standings.
And then we got Brett Keenan in F2. And he's ranked in the top 5, I think, at the moment, in the F2 tier.
Matty Smith's P6 in the driver standings in F2.
And then we got the 2 F1 guys at the top of the tables. Bailey's not having the season that he would have wanted. If anyone's been watching his first, God, would have been up to Monaco, maybe even Canada. He just had terrible bad luck every weekend and either DNF'd or just outside of the points, and hasn't really made the championship defence working for him at the moment, but he is starting to come to form. And now Tyler Beasley, our second place in the championship, is starting to have that run of bad luck, so still time for Bailey to make up, but Andrew Lee currently has the bragging rights on the championship, I do believe, in F1. And Josh Banks he come out at the start of the season when I done his Who Are You, and said that the second half of the season is where he's strong, so look out for him for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I'd prefer the second half of the season as well. Or second half of the calendar. Just a lot more tracks I prefer to drive. We've got China, not one of my favourite tracks. Baku is always chaos. France, like, can't stand that track.
Nah.
Yeah.
So with 4 laps left, guys, we've been going for 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah, long time.
So take your hats off to these remaining 6 guys. Bailey done all of qualifying as well. I think he was the only one to get into Q3 he was actually.
Yeah, I think like that. Yeah.
So
Josh started 13th or 14th. Brett was down there as well. Yeah, I think right.
Matty's in the pits. So this will just be a fastest lap now. 4 laps to go. Put on a fresh set of socks. And this will be interesting to see actually. We got F5, F3, F2 and F1 all representatives. And see who can do what. Brett's actually jumped Matty, so could see a bit of a battle here for final podium paying position, and we will have a podium presentation after this race, guys, and just get the drivers' thoughts. We might actually get everyone in and just get their thoughts.
Yeah, get their feedback.
Get their feedback, and if you've got any feedback as well, guys, don't be afraid to leave us a comment, either YouTube, Discord, Twitch. Well, it's not streamed on Twitch, but all our other socials. I'm not actually a part of Facebook. What's the other ones? Instagram and Snapchat or something?
Yeah. Instagram. We've got an Instagram account.
So
we manage.
Yeah, we do have most of the social medias. So leave us a comment. Leave us your thoughts, how we can improve, how we can, and what we're doing wrong, if you think we're doing anything wrong. And we have got leagues over all platforms now as well. PC, PS4 and Xbox One. So Bailey Ford with 18.7 second lead over Joshua Banks. So what can Matty Smith now do with a fresh set of tyres? His previous best was a 48.4. Current best time is a 46.9.
No.
So he just gets that a little bit wrong Upper Rouge. So yeah.
So Brett's got a total of 4 penalties. Brett's got 4 penalties. Matty has got... that was his first penalty. So fair play to Matty. First penalty of the race.
Very fair play.
Coming up 42. So
Patrick here on YouTube live stream would like the loser of the day would be nice. I think that's a bit out of character for us. We don't like putting drivers down in any way. So I personally wouldn't do that, but we will put it to the committee if that's what you want to see.
Matty very close to being in within 1 second for it.
Yeah, I think he'll get him too with 15 lap fresher tyres.
Once again, there's more clouds.
Wouldn't that just turn on its head as if it downpoured now? 2 laps left.
Must be a mental weather system going on around the spot.
Oh. Yeah. I was actually...
might as well.
Yep.
Go on.
I was talking to someone on Discord last night, I can't remember who it actually was, about this race, saying that it would be nice if the game could incorporate it, like half of the track dry, half wet, like it does in real life, being so long, and as you said, it is surrounded by a forest. So you know, this section that we're coming through now with Matty and Brett could be damp, but, you know, the main straight and half of Camel Straight's all dry, so what tyre would you go on then? You know, it'd just be nice if they could break the tracks up into sections for the weather to go through. You've called it. Yep, you have called it.
To be fair, in real life, it was brilliant to watch. I was at the Hungarian Grand Prix in 2018, and qualifying, it was brilliant. We were sat there. There were these two massive thunderstorms, and all of a sudden it just started tipping down with rain. You had cars. The pit lane was chaos. You had people going on softs. You had people going on medium, inters. It was berserk. But obviously, real life's a lot different to the F1 game. Yeah.
So, how would you rate the Hungarian ring compared to here as a viewer track? Like, which one would you prefer to do again if you had the chance?
First of all, Hungary, you can get a lot closer to the track. It's a very old, quite an old track, but you can get a lot closer to the track. It's not as much spread out as Belgium is. Belgium's in the forest, so a lot of it's like just trees or closed off. A lot more walking. Hungary's quite compact altogether.
Yep.
With Hungary though, you actually at turn 1 you can actually see across the other side of the track and see the little you know, the really slow sector where it's got a little chicane.
Yep.
You can actually see across the track. So
yeah, right.
Track again. I'm not sure. It's definitely one that I could tick off on my bucket list. Is Matty going to make a move?
I was just thinking about that.
I'd probably have to say Belgium, just because it always can be just... Hungary's quite hard to overtake around, and Belgium normally throws up quite a lot of good races. Yeah, I'd like to see maybe Belgium with a wet race or wet to dry race. That'd be quite interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you've definitely seen that here today.
Yep.
And you were saying, I think just before we went on stream, you were saying that you were hoping to go to Monza this year. Is that correct? As Brett has a massive slide in the bus stop. Was that correct? Was it Monza you were hoping to go to?
Yeah, so I'm supposed to be going to Monza, I think it's beginning of September, but as you're all aware, with the coronavirus, lots of F1 tracks are being cancelled, so it's completely up in the air. Hopefully I'll be able to go.
And Italy being one of the worst hit places in the world with coronavirus, so hopefully they can get the F1 season back underway and get to there. Any other circuits you would like to go see live?
I mean, I'd love to go to Singapore, but I would just dread the heat. I reckon it's like a sauna out there. I'd really like to see a night race, to be fair.
Yep.
Abu Dhabi, Singapore, Bahrain. Yeah, I'd definitely love to see a night race. What about yourself? Any tracks that you'd really like to go to?
Yeah, Spa. Then probably Brazil would be my other one. I've obviously done Australia, but it is very expensive, especially on the other side of the world compared to where they mostly race, to do it. So yeah, they are only a once off for me. Even the Australian one cost me what, $6,000 I think to do it. Flights, accommodation, spending money, everything.
Yeah.
So it's a very expensive once in a lifetime sort of gig, but I took my wife and had an absolute ball doing it. So yeah, I'd love to do it again, but Yeah, so Spa and Brazil, definitely two that I want to go see. But I've got other motorsporting interests as well. You know, a Le Mans 24 hour. It's definitely on the bucket list. A Bathurst 12 hour. So I'll just get these guys into the com box. So we had Bailey, Brett, Josh, Crushy, Mike, Matty. I think that was all of them. Yeah, fair play to everyone. So just waiting to see if anyone comes into the party chat, into the com box, as we got Crushy 52. Good evening, Crushy mate. How are you? Are you there, Crushy? No. So you see. Yep. So qualified P18, mate. Come home in P5. Just talk us through your thoughts of that. What we can do to improve that experience for everyone. Yep. Fair enough. Oh, I'm glad you had fun. So, a bit of carnage around you there, mate, at the start. A bit of carnage around you there at the start of the race. Yep. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll leave you there, mate. Who else have we got there in the party?
Everyone's
Matty.
to be fair.
Hi, mate.
Matty Smith, P3 in the end of that, Chief. Talk us through your thoughts of your 100% race and what we can do to improve it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's a good race.
Yep. Any thoughts on how we could improve it?
I'm not too sure.
Not too sure. Brett Keenan, are you there?
Yep.
Brett, come home P4, mate. I think it was after all everyone had penalties, so I didn't actually look at where everyone come, but you crashed out in qualifying, mate. Just talk us through what happened there in qualifying.
It was just a simple brain fade. Just went into the corner too wide, didn't kind of click onto the wall was there, and just smashed into it. Pretty much, just a complete brain fade. Lost all my talent going through, but you know, the race was all right. We didn't really have any pace at all. That much was said and done by the gap at the end, but really good battle at the end with Maddie. We were both kind of giving it our all, especially in those trying conditions. Yeah, the penalties kind of kicked me in the teeth a little bit. They were under safety car mostly, but you know, they weren't so bad. But yeah, the car just wasn't there pace wise. It had good feel. The car was really good in the dry. In the wet, it was a bit dodgy, but yeah, to come back from 15th to 4th is not too bad. The rate of attrition was a bit big, and there were quite a few crashes. Like I said, I crashed at Bloshemont and luckily was able to survive, but unfortunate for Addy, who was caught up in it. But yeah, I think weather-wise, I think we just need to make it a set weather for the race rather than dynamic. And then yeah, I think going maybe a different track too. Spa, it's a short race lap-wise, but it's a painful lap. It's an absolutely painful lap when you've got no pace.
Yeah. So yeah, Mike, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
strong finish. Well, a persistent finish, mate. Just talk us through your race and any suggestions on how to improve it for the next 100%er.
Yeah, well, using Brett's setup, I had no pace at all until I got into the soft tires.
That's why.
He always uses my setup. Some of them they work, others they don't.
Yeah, it was horrible. But no, I mean, it was an okay race, man. I mean, Speedy took me out and pretty much screwed up everything after that. But I mean, as far as the 100% race goes, I mean, I like it. I mean, it was just Spa was just a horrible track to pick, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Hats off to Mike and Crucci as well for finishing. That's, these two did a really good job. Yes, they were 2 laps off the pace, but they hung out there and survived where most of the faster drivers didn't. So hats off to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I kind of figured. I mean, I knew it was gonna be a high attrition rate. So I mean, I kind of figured if I can make it through Radion through the whole race, I'll be hopefully okay. So.
Okay, Joshua Banks, are you there?
No, Josh said he wasn't going to come in.
No, Bailey Ford, you're there.
I sure am.
Talk us through that, mate, and talk us through that bit of battle there with Macca and Gunner at the start of the race.
Yeah, I think Gunner made the right call going on softs. We all thought it was going to be a bit longer than that till the rain came out, but it showed that the softs ended up going half the race in total. So, my brake pedal was spiky a bit. I was trying to sort that out for the first half of the race, and then I think it slowed me down a little bit. But no, it was good to battle with them while it lasted, I guess, before they both fell off. Probably the most enjoyable part of the race. But no, it's as a 100% race, you're gonna drive on your own a bit, and that's what I was doing today. So yeah, not overall bad. Didn't mind it. But...
Anything you would do to change it somehow? Maybe make it so there's more finishes?
Yeah, I think one of the mainstays that a lot of people are saying is probably keep it dry. Allows people to stick with DRS and all that. And the other one I think is maybe a shorter track, picking the longest one on the calendar. There's a big skill gap where you can have like the quicker drivers show their talent compared to the slow drivers. Whereas if you make it a smaller track like Austria, for example, I'm only using it for example, not for anything else, but you only got a couple corners between the DRS zones, so everyone's gonna sit within each other a lot more, and I guess just be a bit closer. So that's probably my only suggestion. But again, it could have come down to the wire if Josh didn't make that mistake or whatever. We were both on different tyres, and his might have been quicker in the race to mine. So, yeah, it's a bit unfortunate how we just drove on our own for a bit, but overall I enjoyed it.
Yeah, okay, so Matty, you got anything there to add at the end of this stream?
No, just a good race and well done to all you.
Sorry, there, Matty Smith, the other Matty, our other commentator.
No, I was just going to say thanks, Mark, for organising this. I know that, it was a last-minute thing, and you've done really well. This is something that we've never done before. I just want to say a big thank you to you.
I agree.
Yeah, well done, Mark.
Yeah, good job, mate.
Yeah, thanks for all those kind words, guys. We'll leave it there for now. Tune in, couple of hours or a few hours for the Oceanic.
9 hours, roughly.
About 9 hours for the Oceanic Hungarian race. So tune in for that, guys. We fire back up at that race for the following week. But thank you everyone that participated and showed up. Thank you everyone that's left comments in the YouTube live chat. I just want to say a massive thanks to everyone that turned up on this 100% race, and yeah, we'll look to do it again and improve it somehow next time. So, thanks
now
all.
90% of us are probably going to bugger off to play COD.
Yeah. So thanks to everyone for showing up, and we'll see you all in the following week.